Clock, follow through is in the wrist. I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm with it, I get it.
So it's chilly evening. We've got baseball on tap at Field of Dreams. We get the homestand underway with the first of two between the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Robbie Ray will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who stands out to you, Danny?
I'm definitely excited to watch Josh Bell in this one. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Juan Soto is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. No home runs just yet, and 8 runs batted in. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 1 hit's all they get, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Paulo Espino gets the ball for Washington in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy is known as the road warrior, and you can see why. He's been awfully good on the road this year, so I would expect him to pitch very well in this one here.
Now at the plate is George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Jays, the center fielder, George Springer.
Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike one. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game. And they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I know they're hoping to get more production from the 7-hole these days. It just seems like something is off at his swing. I don't know if it's timing or he's not picking up the ball. Maybe he just needs a day off. He just doesn't look right.
So now to the plate, Marcus Semien. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Looking up is the left fielder, and this one is gone. A home run.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless, and then grab a huge home run in the first.
plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 6 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robles waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fourth.
Next to stand in is Bo Bichette. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
The left fielder.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He'll come into play here at 319. 5 homers, 9 driven in. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Alejandro Kirk would be next. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Nationals nothing. And now here is Josh Bell. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals first baseman. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. Full count 3-2. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he struck him out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Lane Thomas now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Simeon. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The catcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And Keber Ruiz will dig into the plate as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
The count now at 2-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Guerrero is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
First pitch of the AB now. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he takes strike 2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Gurriel, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the 2nd inning. It'd be hard not to because that 1st inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the 2nd.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. In for strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. Kevin Smith would be next. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Next up is Kevin Smith, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. At the plate, number 3, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And another foul ball. Robles aboard here at first with nobody out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hernandez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So next to bat will be Carter Kieboom. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Is not going to get him as he swipes second. The 1-0. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Simeon backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Into the box, Luis Garcia, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and 1 strike. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this. Great base running there.
To 1-2 now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. This is line to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
The count now at 2-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run. And now George Springer as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder, George.
And now the first pitch.
Springer.
Fly ball into straightaway left. Soto is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now back.
1 out,
Second
bases
baseman.
empty. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now back, first baseman, Vladimir.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The batter, number 11.
Stepping in once again is Bo Bichette. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Skied into very shallow right. Number 88 is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter.
2 down with a runner at first, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Guerrero is off of first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. The batter will be Alejandro Kirk as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was 1 strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Struck out in his first at-bat. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the 3rd baseline. Here's the 1-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run scores, and the 2nd run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Right fielder coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the... Leading off the inning, it'll be Juan Soto, and they could use a spark from him here. 1-0 the count.
Juan Soto.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2 one more time. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Fouled away. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down here 5-1. At the plate now is Kevin Smith, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1-0 pitch on the way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Skied into straightaway right. Number 88 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The center fielder, number 4,
George Springer the next to hit. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
There's ball 4. On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Marcus Semien will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the stretch, taking off his Springer. In there, now the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Into the windup and the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Next, it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Simeon's off and running. A pitch out. The throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. 0-1 the count.
Ruiz.
Now the pitch.
Ball. Down.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Keibert Ruiz is retired to lead off the 5th.
Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in now as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Outside, 2-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Now batting.
So the next to bat will be number 3. He's 0 for 1 thus far as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Carter Kieboom digs in now as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. After it is Dickerson, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Grounded back up the middle. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals leave one. They're down 5-1. So here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Guerrero Jr.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Now it's 2-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
3-0 now. Bo Bichette waits on deck. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly... Where'd that one up well.
The batter, number 11.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he falls behind 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. And it's gone as they add still another.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
In now, Alejandro
The pitcher.
Kirk.
Alejandro.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, the designated
So
hitter.
2 out, nobody
Lourdes.
on. And that brings up the exciting
Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Nats 1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's off.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn, he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now for Washington, number 88. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now another 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch.
Up next
I
for
think it
Washington.
should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're down 7-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
The right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
First delivery to him, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And they're going to get him at home plate here, as he may have been trying to bite off a little bit more than he could chew.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. But when you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
Into the box, Kevin Smith, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Ruiz has it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, George Springer. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on top 7-1. So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Now the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left.
On the run is Hernandez.
And they can't run it down. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Lane Thomas is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Pitch on the way. Keibert Ruiz is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0.
You know, over the course of
a dive, but it's off his glove. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Eric Fetty comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Marcus Semien steps in once more as we look back at the big game he's already had. He got off to a fast start with 2 homers in the early going. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Robles is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
So one away now in the Toronto 7th, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now the pitch. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo.
Next, here is Bo Bichette. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, but called a strike.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
Heading out towards shallow right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're on top 7-1. Rafael DeLeese has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles.
The center fielder, number 16. Victor
First pitch on its way. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
1 out, nobody on. On the ground to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And in steps Carter Kieboom to give it a try. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. And stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez for his career in this matchup. He's a perfect 2 for 2. He also has 1 home run. Now here's the first offering. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Popped him up. Kieboom is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
Ready now is Alejandro Kirk. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And it's quickly 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 88 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next to hit is Corey Dickerson. Lifetime in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Number 58 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 58.
First pitch on the way. Hit in the air to right field. Dickerson's after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Garcia.
Next up, number 88. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Here now is Juan Soto as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Dickerson will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 19.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Josh Bell struck out in his last trip to the plate. And he takes ball 1.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Last strike now for the Nats. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Washington, good night. 7-1 the final score in tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to